Hey guys, welcome to today's webinar. Today is Monday, the 29th of January 2018, and the time is 7:03 here in the UK. You're looking at a USD CHF daily chart. This is Nick from forexfornoobs.com. I said this out of order. I have like an order where I say this that I've been saying it for years and years and years. I start off with, hello, this is Nick from forexfornoobs.com. Then I say the date and I messed it all up. I've been saying the same thing for years, over and over. How did I mess it up today? But anyway, this is Nick from forexfornoobs.com. You know the date, you know the time. Let's just jump into the webinar. This is an analysis webinar. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for price action setups. We're going to be looking for continuation setups with the trend. We're going to be looking for reversal setups against the trend. I know a lot of people don't like trading against the trend. I've got a lot of YouTube comments last week. Oh, you trade against the trend. That's bad. It's not bad. You can trade against the trend if you know what you're doing, if you do it properly. Trading with the trend has a higher chance of success, but that doesn't mean you can't trade against it. You can still trade against the trend. So we're going to be looking for reversal setups against the trend, continuation setups with the trend, and other kinds of setups. We're just going to see how it goes. We're going to be looking for price action setups. That is what we do. That's what we've been doing for 10 years on forexfornoobs.com. Almost 11 years actually this year. But anyway, let's get started with USD CHF. So right now, what's going on with USD CHF? It's a bit late to get into any setups here. If you wanted to get into a setup, it would have been when it hit the support area at the 0.9300, but it turned around quite fast. So you had to really kind of be there to get into a reversal setup here. But it would have been a good one. Let's see how fast it actually turned around. You maybe could have caught it on the 1 hour, maybe. But it happened quite fast, really. 30-minute, look at that reversal setup on the 30-minute. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? But it happened on the 30-minute chart. So, you know, it's a pretty low time frame. You had to be there at that exact time to take it. Most of us weren't, so there was no reversal taken there. It is trending down pretty heavily, so any reversal would be counter trend. This is actually a pretty strong downtrend. So what I want to see here is I want to see a pullback to the 0.9440. This was a support level, but it is now acting as a resistance level. I want to see a pullback to here and then a continuation from there. That would be the ideal setup, really, a pullback and a continuation. But right now, it's kind of sitting here in between the support resistance areas. So in between resistance up top and support down below. Not really much opportunity to enter. It's too unknown right now. So we're looking for price to either go up to here, which would be the best case scenario, stall there and turn around, or potentially maybe pull back down to the support area. If it pulls back down to the support area and then it just stalls here for a while, that could be a sign that this trend is dying and that it could turn around potentially. But you know, let's just see how it plays out. Right now, there's just not that much that we can do with USD CHF. All right, EURGBP, what's going on with that? EURGBP is headed back up to this resistance area. This pair has been so messy lately. I like EURGBP. It's actually one of my favorite all-time pairs, but lately it's just been incredibly messy. Very hard to trade it properly. But it is headed up to a resistance area. Let's see what happens when it hits this resistance area. The resistance area is here at the 88.23. When it hits that resistance area, it might give us a setup. Cool thing is it's possibly going to coincide with the 200 SMA, which is a nice little moving support resistance area. So a short setup up here would actually be quite ideal. 88.20, so 0.8820. Going to be looking for a reversal setup from this resistance area. That'd be awesome if we get that. It's quite a strong resistance area. It acted pretty well as support recently here. Acted kind of well as support there, but eventually it did break through. We can see that it got tapped up here by the wick and then it pulled back down. So it looks like there's some sellers in this area. So let's see what happens when price pulls up. So yeah, let's keep a close eye on the 88.20 level for EURGBP. I'm going to move USD CHF to the bottom of the list because there's nothing really going on there. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it at the top of the list. The way we're doing analysis now, it's not like that. Last year, we used to do analysis Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now there's a public analysis only on Mondays. So I need to figure out a better way to kind of organize these pairs as we talk through them, because the analysis is longer term. Alrighty. AUD New Zealand. Not a big fan of this pair. Just a bit messy. I don't really like those New Zealand crosses in general. But this has been overall a pretty decent long trade for those who took it. This one here, pretty nice bullish trade here for those who took it. Did anyone take it here? Anyone that's in the room? I don't think it got discussed in the forum, so I think very few people took it. I was having a discussion on Skype with a member about it, but it didn't seem like a very popular trade when it triggered. Not many people really watch AUD New Zealand, really. And I don't blame them, because normally it's not that great a pair. It doesn't look like anyone here took it, so there's no point really discussing this. Was a decent trade for those who took it. Oh, you did take it? Alright. Nice. How did it go for you? Are you still in? Did you hold? Did you jump out? Well, not on the daily, Paolo, but if you jump down to the 12-hour, you do see a strong bullish setup here. Bullish reversal setup. Price came down to here, stalled on top of the support area. We got a little indecision candle, bam. It's a nice setup overall. All right, so you closed up at the resistance area. Nice. Ash, you took it there too? So you closed on resistance up here at the... So some of you did take it. Nice. Cool. Oh yeah, I remember you took it, Ash. It was discussed in the forum. Now I remember, because we were talking about this... it coinciding nicely with... Well, I wasn't talking about it with you, but the discussion on the forum, I mentioned it coinciding nicely with the 200 SMA and acting as kind of like a double support area. Okay, Paolo. I'm wondering if that's just random letters on a keyboard, if that's your password to something. I hope it's not your password. If it is, I suggest you change it. Anyway, so yeah, AUD New Zealand, pretty cool, but right now, nothing much is happening. I mean, it's headed up to this resistance area, the 1.1110. Might be a good resistance area. It looks kind of good, actually. So let's see what happens when it hits that resistance area. But, you know, right now there's not that much to do with it. AUD JPY is just in between support resistance right now. So again, not that much. Yeah. Nothing much to say at this pair, about this pair rather. It's just ranging in between support resistance areas. So you got resistance up here, support down here, and you got this pair just ranging in between. Can't really do much with that. AUD USD still stalling at this resistance area. I mean, it's just stuck at this resistance area, but it doesn't really want to go down from there. And even if it does, we've got support immediately below it, so it's a bit hard to trade, and you'd be trading against this amazingly strong bullish trend. I mean, this is a crazy bullish trend on AUD USD. Is the trend going to die out now? It could do. It definitely looks overall like it might be stalling out. Now, at first glance, you might not think so, but take a close look at what's going on here. First, this candle pushed up to here, hit this resistance area, retraced immediately, and closed this low. So made a new low, essentially. All right? So that was the first sign that there's some sellers up here. Then, again, because it's such a strong trend, buyers persevere, they push, they make a new high, but they just can't really sustain that move above this resistance area. They can't really get above there. They can't really, well, they got above there, but when they get above there, they can't hold. They can't push further. They're just stuck there. And then this candle here, just another candle showing that buyers really can't push above there. Now, is this definitive? You know, buying can start again. There could be more buyers coming in and it could push up. But right now, it does look like this might be stalling out. Too early to say definitively. But let's keep a close eye on it. Yeah? Worth keeping a close eye on, guys. But right now, yeah, there's too early to say anything with AUD USD. So Euro AUD, getting some indecision forming on top of this support area. Decent support area, not great, not bad though. Solid indecision forming on top of it. Let's keep a close eye on this. This could give us a trade early in the week, probably tomorrow sometime, maybe. It's not definitive, but let's see how this candle closes. It would be somewhat counter trend, not counter to a massive trend. The trend is really overall, yeah, it's not a clear trend either way. So, you know, that's good for a reversal trade. That's optimal for a reversal trade, really. So this could be giving us a nice little bullish reversal trade. If you're unclear on what I mean by a bullish reversal trade, there's a link to my strategy below this YouTube video, so do check it out. Free strategy. I talk about reversal trades in that strategy. So I'd be looking for something like that. Let's keep a close eye on it. Euro AUD. We looked at Euro JPY, right? Don't think we did. Doesn't matter. Just in between support resistance right now, so nothing going on there. Euro USD. Euro USD, it hit these highs, pulling back down now. I mean, after this massive trend, much like AUD USD, it looks like it might be stalling out. You know, again, it's not definitive. It has looked like this before. All you have to do is look to the left a little bit and see that it looked like it was stalling out here, but then it continued up. It looked like it was stalling out there, but then it continued up. So this is pretty normal for trends. Trends don't just go up, 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 up without ever turning back a little bit along the way. So it looks like it might be stalling out, but we need to keep a close eye on it. There's nothing definitive yet. No setups right now that I see clearly. I mean, it's just in between areas, so you can't really do much with that. GBP AUD. Where are my support resistance areas for this pair? That's weird. Is this that bug again? Yeah, it is. Such a weird bug. See, on the daily, support resistance areas don't appear. On the 12-hour, they do. And it's not the settings, because they're set to appear everywhere. And they are there, they're just not visible. They're hidden there somewhere. If you click in the right place, you can select them. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We'll just use the 12-hour chart for the main analysis. I'm going to fix that. I know how to fix it. It's such a weird bug. So, what's going on? It's trending down. I want to see where. Yeah, cool. Trending down from this reversal here. Is anyone short on GBP AUD right now? I think that was posted to the forum, right? A short trade there. You're in, Lewis. Nice. You gonna hold? Fair enough. Yeah, it looks like a decent short. I'm going to just have to replace my support resistance areas here. But looks like a decent short. yeah, hold it at least until you hit 1.5R. I would watch out for this area here. Just anywhere through here, I'd, oops, that's a bit high. But I'd watch out for the move kind of stalling out roughly here. Kind of where it is right now, but that's just the top of it. So I'd say you'd probably be safe for it to fall a little bit more into here, but you might not notice that around here it will start just kind of like going a bit sideways maybe. It might go straight through, but the point is just keep a close eye on it. When it gets into that area, just watch it closely. Set some alarms above price in case it starts pulling back. Set some alarms, so you would set your alarms up here maybe, roughly. Set some alarms down here. When your alarms ring, you can check and see what it's doing, and then you can make your decisions based on that. New Zealand USD, what's going on there? Still stalling on this resistance area. It's a pretty strong resistance area here on New Zealand USD, and price has just kind of like completely stalled out on it. But as for trades, it's just way too messy to trade this. Ideally, I'd like to see a pullback down to here, to be honest, but yeah, there's not really that much going on to start off this week. It's a bit of a boring start. Anyway, GBPJPY. Solid indecision forming on top of this support area. It's a nice strong support area. I'm going to move this resistance area up to here a little bit, adjust it to the most recent bounce. Indecision forming on support. This could give us a long trade potentially. Let's see how this candle closes. It hasn't got that long until it closes. When it closes, we could potentially get into a trade here. Overall, it is trending up, so we do have a nice bullish trend to this. So to be trading with the trend, this would be kind of a continuation overall, although it is a bit of a messy continuation because it's not a very strong trend. It started off as a very strong trend all the way over here, but then after that, if you do look closely, the trend hasn't been that strong. So it is a continuation, but it's not like a fantastic continuation by any means. But regardless, we do have indecision forming on support. Overall, it is trending up. This could give us a nice little trade. Keep a very close eye on it for a bullish reversal trade. Sorry, not reversal trade. I'm just so used to saying reversal trade. For a bullish continuation trade. All right, GBPUSD. GBPUSD has broken above resistance, come back down to it. It's sitting on top. This could be a continuation on GBPUSD also. Let's see how this current candle closes. You might be looking at this saying, how is that a continuation? It doesn't look like one. But do keep in mind that this candle, by the time it closes, could easily pull back up to here. And if it does, then it's going to look a whole lot different, isn't it? So right now, at first glance, it might not look like your ideal continuation setup because it is poking below the support area, but it could close differently. So let's keep a close eye on this. This could give us a nice little bullish continuation trade. And it would be nice overall to get into this trend. Now, I missed most of this trend because I was still on holiday when it really took off. I only started trading mid-January. January? What the hell does that mean? Mid-January. Because I was taking 6 weeks off. So I missed most of this trend, sadly. Because it would have been a nice trend to be in. But this could allow us to jump into the trend. It's unlikely, but who knows? By the time this closes, could give us a nice setup. So let's keep a close eye on GBPUSD. All right, USD CAD. Trending down, broken below support finally. But right now it's in between the support resistance areas, and it's fallen into this little bit of a range. So not really much we can do with this right now. USD JPY. Yeah, I mean, what can you do with that? There's just wicks all over the place. It's really messy. It's fallen into support and it's pulling back. It's in between support resistance areas. It looks like there's a lot of pairs that are just sitting in between support resistance areas. And when you get pairs that are in between your areas, so like there, so your resistance is up here, your support's up there, and then price is just sitting smack in the middle of them, you can't really do much with that because they could really go either way. At that point, you just have to wait and see. So USD JPY can't do much there. GBP New Zealand is bouncing from a strong resistance area. I know a few of you went short here. Looks like it's going well. Nice work to those of you who did. GBPUSD looking for a potential continuation, but it is looking like sellers have taken control. So, you know, don't hold your breath for this one. This one is very likely not going to work out, but who knows? Just keep a close eye on it. EURAUD looks kind of okay on the smaller time frames. Keep a close eye on it on the 8 hour. It looks like it's taken off already on the 4 hour, but I'm probably not going to trade this on the 4 hour. I'm going to be a little patient. Going to see how it closes on the 8 hour. And again, it is about to take off. Let's discuss this one further in the forum. I need to do my risk analysis on it first. I can't just jump in blindly. So I'll do some risk analysis and we'll decide what to do with this one. GBPJPY sitting on this support area. I think it was the 12 hour that looked good. You know, this could give us a nice little continuation trade, but right now we need to wait for the candle to close at the very least. And I think that was pretty much it, wasn't it? There were a few other things where we were watching support resistance areas for moves up. But mostly it's in between support resistance. Thanks for watching the analysis. I hope it was useful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button below. Also, for instant notifications when I post analysis or other cool videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Once the setups I share in this analysis trigger, I post live updates as I manage the trade, such as my entry, exit, stop, and when to get out of the trade. For these updates, add me on Facebook or Twitter by clicking the buttons below. I'll see you in the next video.